You're sitting in a bank lobby. It's quiet, boring. You're waiting to deposit a check, and you notice something strange. The person next to you, well-dressed, calm, isn't just depositing money. They're moving it, shifting from one account to another, paying something here, investing something there, taking a small loan against something else. Their money never stops. Then it's your turn. You deposit your paycheck, and then nothing. The money sits, rests, waits, and in that stillness, it dies a little. Here's the truth that changes everything. Money is not a thing. It's a verb. It's supposed to move. The moment it stops moving, it stops working. And the wealthy follow a quiet rule. Money must always have 3 jobs. Always. If it's not doing all 3, it's not fully alive. Call it the 3-job rule. Most people give money 1 job. Sit there until I need you. Maybe a second. Earn a little interest. But the wealthy structure their lives so every dollar works 3 shifts. Job 1, maintenance. Money must first pay for its own survival. Inflation is silent, relentless. If you have $100,000 earning nothing, next year it buys less, maybe $97,000 worth. Quiet loss, slow erosion. A savings account at 0.5%, that's not maintenance, that's a slow goodbye. True maintenance means deploying money into assets that keep up. Real estate, productive businesses, inflation-protected securities. Money must at least tread water, stay alive. But staying alive isn't enough. Job 2, acquisition. Money must reproduce. It must go find more money and bring it home. Saving preserves. Investing multiplies. A rental property, rent pays down debt, builds equity, creates cash flow. That cash flow buys something else. A business investment, capital hires people, buys tools, creates output, returns profit. Money sent out comes back with friends. But reproduction alone creates another problem, because once money grows, something larger waits. Taxes, which brings us to job 3, the invisible job, the job most people never structure for. Tax shielding. Not evasion, efficiency. The wealthy understand that growth without structure gets drained, so they place assets inside vehicles that defer taxes. They hold investments long enough for favorable capital gains rates. They use depreciation to offset income. They design systems where money keeps more of itself. Now, here's what most people miss. These 3 jobs don't happen in sequence. They happen simultaneously. A single dollar can preserve itself, multiply, and shield itself at the same time. That's the game. The person in the bank lobby wasn't moving money randomly. They were assigning jobs. Maintenance here, acquisition there, tax efficiency layered underneath. While most deposits rest, theirs rotate, cycle, redeploy. Here's what that looks like in practice. $100,000 in checking does 1 job. Exist. $100,000 invested in dividend stocks does 2, growth and income. Borrow against that portfolio at a low rate to purchase a rental property, and now the original capital is still invested. The rental produces income, the interest is deductible, and depreciation reduces taxes. 3 jobs, $1, 3 shifts. The middle class parks money. The wealthy route it. The middle class waits. The wealthy circulate. Idle money feels safe, but it's slowly shrinking. Moving money feels risky, but it's compounding. If your money is sitting, ask yourself, what job is it doing? If the answer is none, you don't need more money. You need better assignments. Start small. Keep emergency reserves. Then deploy excess. Even modest movement beats permanent stillness, because money at rest decays. Money in motion multiplies. The wealthy aren't playing a different game. They're just giving every dollar 3 jobs instead of 1. Next time you're in a bank lobby, watch closely. Some people deposit money. Others deploy it. The difference is everything.
Every dollar that works eventually creates profit, and profit, in most systems, gets taxed. So the third job of money is to create expenses that reduce the tax burden. That sounds backward. Why would you want expenses? Because not all expenses are equal. Some expenses buy assets while reducing taxable income. Take a rental property. The money you put into it does job one. It holds value against inflation. It does job two. It generates rent. But then tax season arrives. Depreciation, maintenance costs, mortgage interest, property taxes. On paper, these are expenses. They reduce taxable income, sometimes to zero. Meanwhile, the property continues appreciating. The government, in effect, subsidizes ownership of productive assets. Now look at a business owner. They don't just pay themselves and get taxed, they reinvest. New equipment, hiring, research, marketing. Each reinvestment reduces taxable income while increasing business value. That's job three, shielding profit. Even consider something simple, buying a car. If you buy it personally, after tax dollars, that money did one job. It bought transportation. Done. Taxed. Gone. But structured through a business, the payment becomes an expense. It reduces taxable income. That same dollar now provides transportation, supports operations, and creates a deduction. $1, 3 jobs. Now here's the painful irony. Most people give money one job, maybe two. But the wealthy build systems, LLCs, trusts, holding companies, investment accounts, structures that force every dollar to work 3 shifts. Your savings dollar waits. Your retirement dollar grows and maybe defers taxes. Their dollar preserves, acquires, and shields. This is why they never let money sit still. Still money is dead money. Still money works one shift while inflation works overtime. Let's make this concrete. 2 people, each with $50,000. The first parks it in a savings account at 4%. Job 1, barely maintenance. Maybe job 2, a little growth. But job 3, the interest is taxed. It's working one shift and getting taxed for showing up. Now the second person uses $50,000 as a down payment on a $250,000 rental property. Watch closely. Job 1, real estate appreciates. Maintenance. Job 2, rent flows in monthly. After expenses, maybe $500 cash flow. That cash flow funds the next asset. Job 3, depreciation, mortgage interest, repairs, all deductible, often reducing taxable income to zero. The same $50,000, 3 jobs. Not magic, structure. Now maybe you're thinking, I don't have $50,000. I don't own a business. I can't do that. Maybe not today, but that's not the lesson. The lesson is principle. Money must have multiple assignments. Stillness is the enemy. So start small. Look at every dollar. Ask, is this money underemployed? Maybe you don't keep 6 months in checking earning nothing. Maybe 1 month stays liquid, 5 months go into a money market fund, earning something, at least job 1. Maybe your bonus doesn't just get spent. Maybe part goes into an asset. Maybe part goes into a Roth IRA or an HSA, tax-free growth. Now the dollar is multiplying and shielding. Start thinking differently. Money isn't a pile, it's a workforce. Every dollar is an employee. Your job is to assign 3 tasks: preserve yourself, reproduce, protect your earnings. If a dollar isn't doing all 3, it's underemployed. Reassign it, move it, promote it. The wealthy don't have more money because they earn more. They have more because their money works more. Their dollars work 3 jobs. Yours might work 1. That's not income difference. That's assignment difference. Next time you open your banking app, don't see a balance. See a team standing idle and ask, what are their 3 jobs? If you can't answer, they're not working. And if they're not working, you're just watching.